over? I was bobbing this dude. About to react to this video about black internet reactions. This is black women aren't ready to have this conversation. I reacted to another video called Black Men Aren't Ready to Have This Conversation. And I figured I might as well put up this video at the same time I put up that video. I ain't put up that one yet, but I'm about to. So let's do this one too, so I can put them up at the same time. People aren't like, well, let's do a black woman video. So let's do both of them. Let's just put them both up at the same time. Anyway, let's see the conversations that black women aren't ready to have. Let's hear it.
It's a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk about.
Now y'all gonna hate me for this one, but somebody gotta say it. Y'all are terrible parents.
I was not expecting that. Goddamn.
How to be good, productive parents. And y'all are not willing to heal from the trauma that has been passed down for generations and generations. And y'all pass all of the traumatic
I feel like that about black
that
people.
y'all learned and received from y'all parents and grandparents, and y'all put that onto your children.
But I wouldn't be like, oh, y'all just terrible parents. Like that
y'all discipline your kids the worst. The way y'all just teach your kids how to live and grow up in this society is just absolutely terrible. It just blows my mind. Please learn to heal from your past so you don't
I
pass
agree
it
with
on.
her.
It's a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk.
This is for a majority of my generation Z females. Men that treat you with respect are not simps. Some of us may have grown up with single moms and we might have seen our moms get abused or mistreated. So we made a promise to our moms that as we became men, we became full-fledged adults, we would never treat women with disrespect and we would always be better than the man that we saw or what our mothers went through. And when we go to our mothers for advice, we try and be that man that we made a promise to keep to our mother because we know what it's like. We saw what they went through and we don't want to do that same thing. As well as when we are providers, we're not trying to be feminists. We're trying to show you that there are good men out here, that we as men know that we're supposed to provide, that we as men know we're supposed to lead, we're supposed to be the head of the household, that you don't have to rely on the government, that we as men can get our education and be the man that you're looking for, and you can be proud to call to your husbands, your fathers, your life partners, your soulmates. Doesn't mean that we're simps.
I've never heard a woman use the word simp in my life.
What's a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk about?
I think we need to talk about how a lot of black Greek-lettered organizations would have a lot more membership if the current members were a lot nicer. Going to college, I never really wanted to go Greek until my roommate wanted to, and she was a white girl, but I was interested in the black organizations once she put the idea in my mind. They were the only ones I had ever heard about prior to going to college. And it's so strange because you can see that each different organization has a little niche, a little stereotype of a black woman that they sometimes perpetuate. And then as an interest, it was rarely welcoming, and it was often just like, you can kiss my ass if you want to be in this organization, as opposed to let's embrace other black women on campus and bring them
I got a story about that. I'll talk about it.
I don't know if it's just me.
I remember.
A lot of y'all are really nasty in person, like your attitudes are disgusting, and y'all do not have the same energy towards black women that you have online. In person, online is, oh, black woman, this, black girl magic, I love melanin, yes, look at us. And then in person, y'all will see a black woman or a group of black women, and y'all will give nasty looks, stank looks, talk about her hair with your friends, talk about her outfit with your friends, and it's giving self-hate.
I don't have that experience.
Y'all don't have the same energy that y'all portray online in person. Y'all are really, a lot of y'all are really nasty. Until that woman says something nice to you or tell you she like your hair, your outfit, and you realize it's no smoke. Like, y'all automatically assume it's smoke when you see other black women or a group of black women. And it's really disgusting. It's really nasty.
It's a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk.
The list might get kind of long, so bear with me. Us as black women, we have a hard time complimenting each other. And even when we do, it's not reciprocated or it's not perceived as genuine. We lost faith in the black men Why? Because his narcissistic mother raised him to be the narcissist he is today. But in return, we are narcissists that were raised by narcissists, raising this generation of new narcissists.
You said about 10 times.
And once we get in the workplace where we work for white folks and we're in corporate America, we act snobby and turn our nose up at other black women. There's a certain superiority complex for women that were in sororities and went to college as opposed to women who are just entrepreneurs. Someone still feels like someone's better than the other. We're still scared of spirituality, and that's who we are at the depths of our...
The conversation that black women aren't ready to talk about.
I mean, she's
okay, so this is something I had to get on people about today. Y'all will get a good job with some money or some status, and then you want to police what the next black woman does in the workplace, like as being unprofessional. No.
It's a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk.
How they make their sons the man of the house when that boy should be a child. How they let their older kids raise their children when they should be a child. And thinking these two things are going to make them into a prosperous adult. Can we break this generational curse where we let children be children? Raise your own kid. If you don't have a man in your house, then it wasn't supposed to be a man in your house.
That's fucking facts. I agree with
that. It's a
that.
conversation that black women aren't ready to talk about.
Quit putting on all that eye makeup with eyelashes,
girl, mind
all
your
that
business.
eyeshadow, and then put on your glasses, your reading glasses, and that's not part of the fashion. Get some contact lenses, okay?
But that's still your business.
If I see another woman dressed up in a ball gown with her office glasses on, full face of makeup, I am gonna scream, okay?
Girl, this is so
stop
random.
doing that too. Okay, so basically, that's the only problem I have with my sisters. Quit putting them damn office frames on while you got your best gear on. Go and get you some contact lenses, okay?
Girl,
it don't
what?
cost that much, boo.
So
Just
weird.
do it. Quit looking like, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk.
You could have set this one out.
I really need black women to stop taking advice on relationships
from
gay men.
Oh.
I don't think y'all
I never heard that one.
understand that. And that's no hate.
Why not?
But why are you taking advice from somebody that has absolutely no experience in what you're trying to do?
Dating men,
and y'all
they do know.
eat that stuff up on the internet.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
It's a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk about.
Breaking that cycle of not working together, not complimenting each other, okay? Not celebrating each other. That's the problem with our race now. I love you, black queen. I'm breaking that cycle. Do your shit.
It's a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk about.
I think a struggle that we struggle to talk about is how other black women treat other black women. It doesn't matter how light-skinned we are, dark-skinned we are, whether we were raised here or there. How you treat another woman, period, matters. We need each other. We need to empower each other. And the other thing is when you try and tell another black woman because she's light-skinned or another skin color that she's not black enough to be in your world, that's insulting. But also you need to remember we're all black women. So the black woman that you continue to disrespect, talk about behind her back, not acknowledge her because she is the whitest black girl you ever met, or she is not as dark as you want her to be, or because you think light-skinned girls have more privilege. That's not correct. We go through the same battles every single black woman faces. But not only that, doesn't matter what type of woman you are, once you learn to embrace all the women around you, you guys, powerful things happen. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic,
I'm sorry, I don't like these eyebrows,
Asian,
girl, because we're being
it doesn't
honest
matter.
here.
We
But I
all
agree.
start to embrace each other, and when you get us all together,
I can't help that energy.
we can blow up some shit in a
I
positive
was
way.
gonna keep that to myself,
So,
but
black women,
it's
stop
so
treating other
distracting.
Black women like shit just because you don't think they fit in your box.
Damn.
The
I feel you,
conversation that
girl.
black
I
women
just
aren't
had
ready
to
to
let
talk
you
about.
know. I want to help
That
you.
women that listen to, black women that listen to Kevin Samuel think that just because
Is that city out?
a black woman doesn't like Kevin Samuels that they're not married. There's some black women out here that are married and cannot stand Kevin Samuels' guts because of the simple fact they may be feeling like, he degrade women, or he's misogynistic, or the fact that his conversations are one-sided.
That you don't like him because you ain't got no man. Like, that is so ignorant. Okay, I got a man, now what? I still don't like him. You got a man? Okay, but you ain't married though.
Or the fact that he disrespects women, including his own mother, who raised him, who had him. But y'all not ready for that conversation, black women or black men. The fact that you got one female that's in the bunch that's causing all this conversation. Let's not forget that he doesn't know what his sexuality is. He doesn't know which route he want to take. But the LGBTQ community knows. It's
a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk about.
That 40% of black women have high blood pressure. Normal way for doctors to treat it is to prescribe a diuretic or a water pill, if you will. Yes, this water pill does help your body get rid of excess fluid and salt from your kidney, but guess what else it does? It dehydrates you. And your blood pressure is going to fluctuate up and down because you haven't fixed the source. You haven't fixed the cause. Guess what the cause is? Most of the time it's stress. And
I'm about to take my braces off soon because
they're under a large amount of stress and they don't really realize it because stress has become a norm for them. The people that's in your life that you're going to have to cut out. Those eating habits that Big Mama had and whoever else had, and that lifestyle, those thoughts that you thought were normal, that way that you grew up that you thought were normal, that you can't get rid of, that you can't say anything about because you feel that talking about it would be you saying that you don't love your family. That's not true. You got to change it. Your kid's going to bury you.
That's a conversation that black women aren't ready to.
I'm glad you mentioned that. One thing I would like to see that should change is sweeping things up under the rug. Our mothers and our grandmothers and the ladies before us, that's what we did. That's what they did. And with that being said, there's a lot of horrific things that took place because people swept things under the rug. As women, I think it's time for us to stand up for one another just as much as we stand up for the men, because as I see, and nobody's gonna like me for saying it, but a lot of men do not, black men do not support us as well as we support them. And we do it out of love because some of us got male kids and we support them. And these men also forgot that we were the 93% who changed the world, but we don't get that either. So, yeah, those two.
Okay, a lot of what they were saying was valid. They was speaking facts. I can't lie. You know, a lot of what they said takes place. Obviously, not with everyone, you know, obviously. But it definitely occurs. I've experienced some of this as well. So, you know, what they were saying was pretty valid. I mean, most of it. Some of it was just like, girl, what? Like that one chick who was like, oh, don't be wearing makeup and lashes with glasses. Like, girl, what? Like, who cares? Let niggas do what they want. Like, I don't understand why that was even brought up. And then, why you acting like black women are the only people who do that? Like, I see that with all races. Like, who cares, though? That was weird. What was I gonna say? Shit. I forgot. Oh, the sorority thing. At first, when she was talking about it, I was like, I can't speak on this. I don't know much about sororities. But I do remember in college, I briefly considered pledging. I remember going to an event. It was like all of the sororities, the Divine Nine or something. I don't know what it was called. But all of the sororities were at this event, and we were talking to them. And I just heavily got the vibe that it was like, okay, you come to us, and you come to our events and show interest in our sorority, and you show that you want to be a part of it. And I was like, bitch, bye. Y'all got me fucked up. I ain't doing this. Like, I immediately was like, no. I just don't have the type of personality to, like, try to fit in with other people and be under what you got going on. Like, I only briefly considered it because I didn't know anybody, and I was like, maybe this could be a good way to, you know, be social and meet people. But when I got that vibe, I was like, bitch, I'll do it myself. I'll find friends myself, and that's exactly what the fuck I did. And I don't think that's a good reason to pledge anyway. But yeah, so I definitely was heavily turned off. But I just thought that was the case with all sororities and fraternities. I just feel like that's how they all act, black or not. But maybe that's just exclusive with the black ones. I don't fucking know. Y'all will have to let me know. But yeah, valid points. Y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!